Okay, let's do a few more equivalent fractions and then we'll do an addition of fractions. So we have 1 over 3, 1/3 is equal to, and we want to make an equivalent fraction here. So we look and we say, how many times did we multiply 3 to get 9? 3 times 3 equals 9. So what do we do on the top? We have to do the same that we did on the bottom. So we multiply times 3. 1 times 3 is 3. And we have an equivalent fraction. 1/3 is the same as 3/9. 5 over 5 is equal to something over 15. So again, to get from 5 to 15, we had to multiply by 3. 5 times 3 is 15. So what do we have to do on the top? To make an equivalent fraction, we have to multiply by the same 3. 5 times 3 is 15. It just so happens that 5 over 5 it would be a pizza with 5 pieces. It should have 5 pieces and has 5. Converted to a pizza that's cut into 15 and still has all 15 pieces. You know, any number over itself, any fraction that's the same on the top and the bottom is actually equal to 1. Okay, 3 times something is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. So to make an equivalent fraction, we have to do the same on the bottom. 6 times 3. 6 times 3 is 18. So we made another equivalent fraction. Now, let's see how, with addition, how we have to create an equivalent fraction sometimes to add two numbers. Remember, when adding two fractions, you cannot add them if the number on the bottom is different. So what I want to do is change this fraction to an equivalent fraction with 10 on the bottom. So it's just like we were doing there. I have 1 over 5. And I want to make it into an equivalent fraction with 10 on the bottom. So I'll do like that. To go from 5 to 10, we have to multiply by 2. So what do we do on the top? We multiply by 2. And we get 2. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to take and replace. I'm going to replace this fraction here. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to bring this one in to replace it, because it's the same thing, only it's written with a 10 on the bottom. So now the problem is 2 over 10, like we got, plus 3 over 10. Now we can add them. Because this bottom number, the denominator, is the same, we can add these two fractions. And remember, when you add two fractions, the denominator doesn't change. Only the top number changes. So the answer has 10 on the bottom. 2 plus 3 is 5. So we have 2/10 plus 3/10 equals 5/10. So we started with this problem, and it's still the answer to this problem here. But we couldn't do it directly because the denominators were different. we had to change this fraction to an equivalent fraction, 2 over 10. Then we could do the addition. 2 over 10 plus 3 over 10 equals 5 over 10. So that's how we use equivalent fractions in addition and subtraction of fractions. If this stuff worries you, please keep in mind that if you learn how to use a calculator, some calculators have a fraction function, and you can actually just put it into the calculator and get your answer. I think it's worthwhile for you to make the effort to understand what's going on here, to be able to add and subtract fractions. It'll save you having to look for a calculator if you ever have to do it.